Hello and welcome back. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. We're doing a three quick questions with Krita, and I have Krita here because you guys have had questions along the way. So I thought we can do a little quick video with this. So let's not waste time. Let's just jump in. And the first question comes from what's your name? Andrew Films. How you make spin wheels? Help us. Everyone, can I be you my other help? Well, you need some wheels. There's a couple of ways you can do that. The first one that comes to mind is to just make them spin. So, sorry, my tongue. I had a terrible tongue wound, I guess. I'm fine. It's okay. Okay. So we have our wheels here. We're gonna use Krita 5 point something, and I have two types of wheels. They're not perfect by any means. So I have the wheel of the car, automobile, how you pronounce it, probably not. And then I have a wheel of the bike, the bike wheel. Yeah, that's the bike wheel. Okay, kids. Now, there's a couple of ways we can do that, as I said. First things first, let's do the wheel of the bike wheel. You don't have to draw, I guess. I think that's the good part. We're gonna use frame by frame animation here, so I'm gonna create a new layer that will be on top of our bike wheel, and we can double click on that. I'm gonna call this speed lines. The color will be, I guess, slightly grayish. Doesn't matter, it's up to you. I'm gonna change my brush. I think this is the default brush. And again, I'm gonna use just my mouse with this, okay? I have my cabbages here. I think I was getting sick at the beginning of this week, and then everything went to shit. We have the right brush for this, and the other thing we're going to do is to create a new keyframe over here. From this button over here, this will be on our animation timeline, and I'm gonna use the Bezier curve tool, which is over here. If you don't have your animation timeline or the two sections over here, just go to settings and then dockers and then find them here. Here's the animation curves and animation timeline. They're both clicked, and obviously our two boxes also clicked, so we have everything that we need. So what we're going to do with this, obviously this is not a perfect wheel. Let's just ignore that part. But I'm gonna create some speed lines. So I'm gonna make some frame by frame animation. My first blank keyframe is over there. So I'm gonna start by pressing with my left button on the mouse a point. Out of this point, you can see there's a weird handle coming out of it. Yes. And on the next point I'm gonna make, I'm gonna press and hold, then I'm gonna drag, and I'm gonna try to make a little curve to it, okay? So let's say I don't want to make any more curving. So this here I want to be my speed line. So I'm gonna hit enter, and wow, that's kind of a big one. So what we can do is, obviously we don't want that, right? Control and Z. So before you make your speed lines, make sure you select your curve tool and make sure you have your tool options open. They're over here for me, but if you don't have them, go settings, then no curves, and then tool options over there. So on our two options, on the fill, we're gonna have not filled, right? On the outline, we're gonna have the brush. So so what this means is, it will take the brush outline. So right now I'm using this brush, but the size of the brush is a bit bigger. I mean, it's almost thick as my tire. So I'm gonna make this around 4, maybe 5, maybe 6. And now I will try make a slightly longer speed line. Hit enter, zoom out, and yeah, I think this one looks okay. So we're gonna make another one around here. Then hit enter, and we're gonna get something like this. And on the opposite side, we're gonna try to do the exact same thing, like this. And this one's okay. Around here, enter. Yeah, it's alright. And then I think I'm gonna animate on 3. So my next keyframe will be over here on the frame 3 in this case. So hit the add blank keyframe there, over there. There we go. And I won't see my previous keyframe, so I'm gonna activate my onion skin from over here. And my next keyframe maybe will be around here. There we go. Enter. Maybe around here. Let's see. Enter. And around here, move the other one opposite to that. Now, if I make a mistake, make sure you can always go back by pressing the right button of your mouse. That's great and fantastic and dandy. Enter. I think 3 keyframes are fine, so I'm gonna deselect I'm gonna move my cup, my mug. Don't fall, please. So on the last keyframe, I can hit the right button and make this into a different color. In this case, we'll make, I guess, red, making another color for that. So I'm gonna grab these, hit Control, and select all of these keyframes, and then I'm gonna hit Alt on your keyboard, and then I'm gonna drag them basically around here. One more time, maybe up around here. And in this case, I guess I want my animation to end on the frame 26. So from here, click End, just add 26. So that way the last keyframe, which is this one, will have also 3 frames to play, which are these 3 right here. So now if we zoom out, if I click this and play this, and it looks like it's spinning. Yeah, I don't know, it's fantastic. And then again, we're not using our tablet for that, so I think that's great. Now this is one of the ways. If you take your time, maybe you can make even the spines here also to rotate in a cool funky way. But this is one of the ways you can add spin lines to your wheels, and you can create this illusion of, oh, it's moving. Now what about if you want to move the whole thing? Now, ideally, your wheel will be very symmetrical. Mine, though, on this one, the car one, is not quite symmetrical because we have a light over here. We have this thing that I forgot the name in English, but you need to have this in order to make your tire, to put air into your tire, I think. Yes, but I don't know the name of. And basically, this tire is very asymmetrical if you think about it. So what I want to do, I want to get my transform tool here, and I want to rotate this. Right, it creates this funky look to it. Right, you can see it's rotating. Now, Control Z. So how to make this tire rotate? On your layer that you want to make your tire to rotate, you want to hit the right button over there, and then go add, and then add a transform mask. Now I heard that some of you are having trouble with adding keyframes to your transform masks. I haven't had that problem, but you can ask Google, and Google has answers. Great. If not, go complain to Krita. I really don't know why it doesn't show you any keyframes. So we have our transform mask on this tire, on this wheel over here. But we can add really keyframes to this transform mask layer. The only way you can add keyframes is by going to animation curves, which is over here. If you don't have this again, go to settings, then dockers, and then boom, animation curves. And I'm gonna sneeze. No, I didn't sneeze. Anyway, we have animation curves over there, over here, over there, yep. We don't have any keyframes. The way you can add keyframes to your transform masks is to go to animation curves, and then you obviously press this little button with the plus. And if I move this up a little bit so we can focus on this, you're going to see we have a bunch of points. Those points with different colors, those are your positions for your object, for this transform mask. Basically, we're going to animate this transform mask rather than the image itself. So, we're going to start from here, and we know that our animation ends on the 26th frame, which is over here. We can see the number of the frames, right? So, all good so far. Now, I want to rotate this, and yeah, I want this to come over here. Now, if I rotate this, right, if I press on my fire in this case, and I'm on the transform tool, and I already have a keyframe here. The moment I move her across the line, across the timeline, and I again press on my transform mask, it will automatically add a keyframe. Now, if I move my mouse, you see here is the moving icon. But if I move on the side, you will see that it shows me the rotation one. So if I click and then drag maybe around here, maybe around in here. Now, ideally, the wheel has to go up until here, right? Let's see what we have. Because last time that thing crashed. Let's go. So I'm gonna press the play button, and it goes in a weird direction for whatever reason. I don't know why. I think it's a bug, to be honest. It doesn't take the proper measurements. I don't know why. Okay. So, I can hit Control Z a couple of times and hope for the best. Or, I can, let's say, I want this to go over here, and then I can move every single keyframe a little bit. See, it goes backwards. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, but if I try to, come on. If I try to do this manually, ideally, as I said, it will go, what's the last one? Go like this. So let's see if this works, if we can do this without crashing. Oh yeah, that didn't do anything. What the hell? So that's not it then. Can we move this? No. It's very stupid way of working down here. So I'm gonna delete the transform mask because I messed it up. You see everything removes. I'm gonna add a new one, right button, transform mask, and then I'm gonna just add a keyframe, right? And then over here, I'm gonna add a keyframe over here. I'm gonna rotate this well. So I'm gonna do this manually. If I want this to go in the direction as I want that direction to be. It's annoying. That much I will say. But you know, nothing in this life is perfect. So try to look at the positive side. You know, and if you don't like something, obviously change it. So let's see if my annoying way works. Press this. Hope you don't crash, Krita. Come on. Oh yeah, it jumps a little bit. Let's see. Why are you jumping like that? Oh yeah, over here. Yeah. I don't know. You can play around with this, or just fix it. It's over here, and then oh, it's over here. So maybe around here, maybe we can add another keyframe around here. And now it won't play this keyframe? No, it will, because it already added. This one will have a little delay, but let's just fix this first. Play, and don't crash, bitch. Oh yeah. It's better now. Now this has a little bit of delay, obviously, because this last keyframe, if we go to the speed ons, this last keyframe is played for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost double. Which sucks. So we can hit shift, select most of them. Hit shift, select most of them. Hit shift and move one at a time. My battery on my camera died for whatever freaking reason. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It could be fine. I'm really happy how this one turned out. And if you want to play around with this, obviously you can either have Why did you stop? You can either have the elements of the tire on different layers, and you can animate each one of those layers, and maybe you will get better results like that. But this way, these two ways are like, I feel like the most, like, the easiest one you can do. Okay, so yeah, I hope this I hope this answers your question, Andrew Films. And yeah, anyway, my camera died. I just want to make a quick video today. I had a very long week, very painful week as well. I had a little health problems, but I'm gonna be fine. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. But I hope this video was helpful to you, and I hope we'll see you in the next one. I am making a Blender video that's coming later on this week, so I hope I can see you there. Until then, stay safe, and yeah, goodbye. Have a nice one. Bye.